we all have it recorded that the first image we have of Isaac's son playing with their new puppy is Isaac's son putting said puppy in his toy oven / microwave. That is the first image you send us of the two of them together. I'm still, like, sit up at night thinking about that sometimes.
Not gonna lie, we're a little worried.
Yeah, as long as it's not the real oven,
Yeah, that is the one upside to this, isn't it?
Pretend animal abuse is fine.
well, because the puppy can also fit in Isaac's real oven.
Yeah,
It's true.
But
hopefully Isaac catches him before that one happens.
Yeah, I'm sure Harrison's smarter than that.
It was only on broil. Come on, Dad.
It's. I mean, even if he does, he can't turn it on. We have one of those super convoluted like digital ovens that like.
Put it on clean, Dad.
It's not. It's not even like. It's not even just kid proof. It's like it's Isaac proof. Like there's sometimes.
No, I've any electrical oven stove thing. I if it's not just a dial to turn it on, I can't figure it out.
Yeah. It's because there's no on and off button, like logical ones. It's like you have to set your temperature, then you have to hit start, then you have to pick between bake and broil, and then you have to hit like accept or something. I can't even remember. And then it starts preheating.
I mean,
You don't even have to get those baby oven locks.
Yeah, no, there's just no way. Like I can't even. Like half the time I'll be like, okay, this is going in the oven. Do like the first 3 steps. Come back after my timer's gone off. The oven hasn't been on at all.
Good.
Well, good. Good thing I just spent 45 minutes with this baking and definitely did nothing.
Good. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that that Watson will be spared the fucking. I mean,
Yeah,
boy,
no,
howdy.
Harrison is definitely more likely to get heat out of his toy oven than trying to figure out how the real one works.
I don't think that. I think that Harrison's smarter than that to actually put the puppy in the fucking oven.
That's fair.
I never messed with my parents' real oven,
Right,
mostly
yeah, it was
because the oven is
scary.
kind of scary as
Yeah,
a child.
It's scary. It's super
It's scary as an adult, never mind as a child.
Well, like my parents' oven, it's really old. So the way that you turn the oven on is you turn the gas on, then you get a lighter stick,
Yeah.
and you stick the lighter stick through a hole in the bottom, and you light it.
Oh, yeah,
But the
you
thing
have
is that if the lighter stick is not doesn't spark fast enough, your whole room will catch on fire in a quick little blaze. So, like, as a child, I'd see that and I'm like, fuck, no, I'm not doing that.
I fucking I still get nervous whenever I go because I grew up with electric ovens, which are not warm whenever because they don't have literal little fires going on inside of them at all times. So whenever I move in with Emily and she's got this gas stove on our side and like I approach it and it's warm to the touch, I'm like, Emily, I think our oven's gonna explode, and it's like, no, it's just like that. That's how
Bigger
it
problem
works.
if it's not warm.
Mm-hmm.
Not warm or pumping gas right into the air we're breathing.
So, okay, so another fun story. So my buddy back home, he actually just took his first job as a principal. He's a junior high vice principal. And
Where all the bad kids get sent.
yeah. So he had this one kid that he was, disciplining and doing all that. And the kid mouthed off, and it's the best insult that I've ever heard. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't know how you kept a straight face. But he straight up said, he's like, we all know I ain't a real troublemaker because they just sent me to the second string principal.
Oh my god!
Damn.
And I'm just like,
Jesus.
fuck, dude, that's rough.
It's
School's fine, but you wanted to be sent to the vice principal because she was really nice, and like even when you were in trouble, she'd give you a piece of candy and sit down and talk to you about what you did wrong.
yeah, like
But if-
we can send you to the gulag if you want, kid. Like that, we
Yeah,
can do that.
Yeah, you don't want to piss her off because once you've pissed her off, like the principal and the headmaster are right over there, and they can and will yell.
Fuck.
But yeah, no. The end part of this story is he walked into his office today, and one of his colleagues bought him a new nameplate that says Tate Skinner, second string principal.
I have that just on my fucking desk at all times. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Fuck
But
no,
yeah,
I
man,
did that.
I'm just like, damn, like, how would you keep a straight face for that? Like, I would have lost my shit.
Now, if I was that
You keep a
principal, I'd lose
straight
my
face.
fucking mind. I'd be so angry.
Wait, no, you keep a straight face because you have to. Like, if you laugh or you snap, it's like either now you're weak and the
Your
child knows
credibility
this.
is gone.
Oh, but if you snap, you're gonna hear from that child's parent 100%.
There's
Like,
some-
you don't go off on a
Oh.
child and not hear about it on the other side.
There are
I
definitely
was
some
gonna say,
kids
no, I
who
wouldn't, because that kid be at an alternative school now.
Oof. There are definitely some kids that like learn early on, like, cause I was very well behaved kid overall because I was terrified of like upsetting adults and stuff like that. So it was really easy to keep me in line. But there are certain kids out there that learn early on that like adults are actually not that scary and they don't actually have that much power over you. The ones who
Still
learn
scared
that,
of adults.
yeah, the ones who learn that are terrifying because they will just do whatever the fuck they want. I went to school with some kid who like would like he got into fights like every other month, and he only got like in serious trouble and got sent to juvie like well into us being in class for together for like years, and the only reason he got sent to juvie is because he took a fucking gun to school. Not to shoot people or anything, just to show it off, but it's like a fucking magnum, a loaded magnum.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you plan on shooting people or not.
Exactly.
You cannot have that here.
Yeah,
Nope.
we had a kid who had his, just his hunting rifle in the back of his truck, and he was going in to get something from football practice, and he like for some reason was dumb enough like, oh, it's in the back of my, like, what I needed to get was in the back of his truck, so he took his rifle out to get to it, because his rifle was just sitting right on, like stupid fucking redneck gun control.
Dumbass.
Yeah. And so he pulls it out, like, he's like, here, hold this, like, so I can get to what I'm trying to get to. And so he got, I mean, he didn't get sent to juvie, but he did get, it was like a 10-day suspension. And, like, it was about the most you could do without getting expelled.
Oh yeah, you had a gun on school campus. It doesn't matter if it was just like in the bed of your truck. Like,
Yeah.
don't
But,
bring that
like,
here.
Everybody was, like, up in arms, and, like, all the kids were, like, protesting, like, free Cody, free Cody. And I didn't really like this guy, mostly because he didn't like me, because his girlfriend definitely, like, I was the next guy, like, after they broke up, so I was already on his shit list. And so everybody's like, free Cody. I was like, you guys realize that, like, he broke the rules. Like,
You could
this
have
is-
called the police on him.
yeah, like, he got off pretty easy, like, all things considered. And
My
they're like, this isn't fair. He didn't even get a warning. The handbook that says don't bring guns to school, that's the warning.
I do remember I remember the day that the note went out that was like, parents, please do not let your students, please have your students empty the gun racks on their trucks before they come to school. They cannot bring them to school. Because like they would be in the parking lot, literally mounted on the back window of their truck, like just like, what are you gonna do? And like, I get it, like, you've been out hunting all weekend, but like, Jesus Christ, dude, just take it off and put it like literally anywhere. Like,
Yeah. And like school shootings have been on a rise. So like, what's easier than somebody just breaking into your car for a free gun? Like,
I would not even have to break into their car. Could
Yeah,
just
everybody
pull the
just
bag
leaves it
off
unlocked, yeah.
Could pull the bag literally off the back of their truck and just go on a rampage.
yep.
Hey, Tyler, look in the top right corner near the reggae glacier for a part of your childhood.
Oh, that's a really good war turtle, actually. Wow.
I thank you.
Nope, now I'm gonna start erasing.
No, he's the best.
Yeah, he
Only because
he
it's his
didn't have a
childhood.
Charizard, so obviously.
Fucking basic bitch ass Charizard chooser.
If you want a Charizard, just look to the left.
Yeah, no shit.
I still love that video of Snoop Dogg being like, "Look at that! That's my nephew, Spyro," and it's like a video of like
What up,
a
nephew?
JPEG of Spyro in the sky.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing, because like Snoop Dogg is an objectively a hilarious human being. But regardless, if they use him to advertise something, it works on me every time.
I have his cookbook.
From
I would have
from
never-
crook to cook, that's right.
Yeah, it's green and it's binded like it's a fancy tome. And
surprised it
there's
wouldn't be
stories
like
of
a
him making
baking
cheesecake.
book. Heyo.
Oh, it's a story of him making like a cheesecake for Dr. Dre in there, and like I'm like,
Shit.
what the fuck?
I wonder if you could put edibles into a cheesecake.
Oh, I'm sure you
Probably.
could somehow.
Well, I
You
mean,
just
yeah,
gotta
would
kind of
basically-
sprinkle them in there.
Well, I mean, you would just basically do like the oil, like
Yeah, I was gonna
convert
say,
it
just
into
add
oil.
oil.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
I do not consume THC at the state of Louisiana for legal reasons.
Actually, I don't. North Dakota, I'm good.
It was decriminalized here, but that's about all we got.
Decriminalized doesn't mean that like won't get in trouble for it, and getting in trouble for things makes me really anxious.
Yes.
How do you get in trouble for drugs in Louisiana? Like,
Because like all the cops do it too. Like all the cops fucking smoke
like
weed.
You just have to
every-
get on somebody's bad side, dude.
Yeah,
Or
every
be
story
black.
I've heard about like Louisiana and like controlled substances is just like, yeah, no, we just sell it in like mass quantities. You want a giant ass like
People talk about it in the street. I was walking down a street in New Orleans one day, and some dude was like, "Yeah, that's that guy over there. I used to do meth with him. He's actually the one that got me also hooked on heroin." And I'm just like, "You're
mean,
just saying these
the
things
secret-
in broad daylight. It's noon. I'm going to get lunch."
Here's the secret to it. Slavery was outlawed in the 1800s at the culmination of the Civil War, but it never stopped in Louisiana. We have the highest incarceration rate in the in the United States, primarily because the state loves to round up black dudes on weed charges, so they can
Have 'em
set,
cut
Never
grass
mind,
for
yeah.
set them.
everyone.
They can set them to work in the prison industrial system. That is how they've been operating for over 100 years in the state, and they will not stop. That's the
There's a
why it's-
reason Angola is called the farm, and that's
Yeah.
because all the worst prisoners go to Angola, and Angola has a farm that the prisoners work on.
Mhm.
What does that sound like?
Mhm.
Speaking of fun systematic racism in America, so our like local paper.
I thought you were
Doesn't.
about to say, speaking of systematic racism, let's play D&D. Go ahead,
So
continue.
what our local paper for the city of Minot and surrounding areas is delivered strictly by the post office now. They don't have paper boys, paper routes, or anything. So I deliver papers included in the mail. Today's opinion section plastered on the front page, like because it always has above the main headline at the very very top. It'll be the opinion, like go to page whatever for this opinion, blah blah blah. Today's opinion, I should have read it just to get a chuckle, was do we really need hate crime laws in 2021?
Woof.
Was it a really short article that just said yes?
one would hope.
Bruh, I can't just be like, yeah, so I committed a crime on this person, but it should be tried as any other crime, despite my incredibly terrible motivation about a whole race of people. Like, no, I feel like that's a little bit more special than, like, punching somebody for their race or religion or anything. That's a little bit of a cinnamon on top of the icing on the cake, you know?
One would think. Speaking of cinnamon, who wants to play D&D?
I'm adding something adjacent to War Turtle.
Oh, nice.
It's
So-
bright green.
Is that a croc? Is that a green? Oh, god damn it!
It's Croc Coon.
Are you fucking kidding me, Brandon? I hate that video so fucking much. It's the worst. I hate the noise that he makes. I hate that you can see everything.
I'm gonna be.
You know,
He comes.
animals don't care if you see it. They just care that it happens.
That turtle like comes into the camera. It's the worst.
He makes eye contact.
Yes. It's the worst.
You know, I'm really happy that I've only ever heard a clip of the noise and I've never seen that video.
Don't look
I've
at
never
it.
seen I've never seen a lot of the shock videos that went around because I hated them. So to this day, I've never watched Two Girls, One Cup, and I never will.
That was proven to be.
Even I haven't.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
That,
yeah.
I believe that video is proven to be fake anyway. I've escaped having.
No, it's real.
Has it? Okay, I've escaped having.
I watched a video that went deep in it, and like it's a Brazilian porn company, and when they talk to the director who like writes these things and films them, he's like, it's a lot easier to get someone to eat shit than you would think.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like that statement.
Well, I mean, it's Brazil. Brazil is like known for like Brazilian fart porn, so like.
That's today's episode title.
Brazilian. It's just 10 towner fart porn. Yes. You know, we're gonna have to have some kind of special export to rebuild the economy after the Charlotte Dragon destroys everything. We might as well start writing smut. Really, really specific smut.
B fart porn.
Yeah, y'all can miss me with that. That'll be your industry. I'll do anything else.
I legitimately kind of want.
Yeah,
this.
that's kind of actually how many porn careers have started with that exact statement.
Well, the Charlotte Dragon fucked things up. Might as well start a porn career.
I will
Charlotte
literally do
Dragon.
anything else.
I super want a print, like I want a framed copy of this map after we're done. It is so special to me.
Did it like the biggest size they let you print at the Office Depot.
Oh yeah,
like
like you know how
High-res.
we had the fucking crinkle fucker on our wall for like 2 years, so like yeah, might as well.
I can't wait to explain to my grandma why I have a town named Seaman on my wall.
That's why your
Even
grandma
worse,
doesn't. That's
wait
why
until
your...
you have to explain it to your grandkids.
Yeah. Well.
Now, grandkids, these are the events that led to Dugan's puckered asshole being consumed by flames.
He just had a rough night at Taco Bell, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, to be fair, it's not necessarily flames. His breath weapon is radiant energy, so it's
Well,
just
it's destroyed, at least. The
Yeah.
puckered asshole is destroyed.
It has been sanitized.
I mean, that's the first bath Dugan's holes had ever.
Dugan's puckered bleached asshole.
Oof.
Can we please play D&D?
Yeah.
We left on such a strong narrative cliffhanger the last time
Roll
we
for
played
Kill the Dragon.
almost a month ago, and now we're talking about puckered assholes. Just like, again.
The number of reoccurring themes that happen
Oh
in
yeah.
this group.
It is a running narrative theme at this point. 100%. Oh,
I blame Josh.
God.
Well, Little Rock can kiss my puckered asshole, so.
That's true.
God, I hate you.
All right. So last time we played, you all found a helicopter, and you flew it to catch up with the dragon. The dragon gave you a big ol' fuck you and hit you with a pretty toasty breath weapon, destroyed the helicopter, and you all are just outside Goodmead. I believe a good chunk of you are either down or close to down, but there's nothing around, so you're all stable.
Yeah, we're not doing too hot, last I checked.
No, I'm still at 23 hit points, which is not dead, but I could not take another one of those.
Big Filer unconscious.
I have 16 HP left. Because I
Oh
think
yeah,
I saved.
Zana's also unconscious.
The two
Look.
nature boys are down.
Well, it's a good
Just
thing.
looked at my. I just looked at my sheet.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to stabilize you guys because I think I have Spare the Dying. Wow, I don't even remember my cantrip. Yep, I have Spare the Dying, so
Yeah.
we're good.
And you're out of initiative, so yeah, you guys are stable. Like, yeah, you're good.
Do we have the Shield Guardian with us?
Yes.
Okay. Nyx will, like, after stabilizing everybody, she'll just slap Zana and Big Fella up. Be like, are you okay? Hey, look at me. Don't leave me here, okay? We're in the middle of the snow. You can die whenever we're somewhere warmer.
I just put some snow down their shirts to wake them up.
And as far as your like point where you like landed, you're probably like here-ish. Like you're just outside of Goodmead. Like it wouldn't be that hard to get back.
He's...
Yeah.
Can you link the, did you link the flight plan in, one of the Discord channels?
I think so. Was it quest log?
Quest
No.
log, maybe? It wasn't a campaign discussion.
Campaign.
I think I might have just shared the image with you in Roll20.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Play your
either-
handouts. Dragon's Flight Path.
Ah, there we are. Perfect, thank you.
It's heading
Man,
to
we-
East Haven.
Okay.
Well, we all need to recover some HP, but we also need to get the fuck over there, so...
Wait, do we take a really long nap right this second?
I think it's time for a forced march.
Well, we leveled up, right?
You leveled up right before this, so you were
Yeah.
full, and then he basically one-shot you.
Yeah.
Oh, then he fucked us. That's right.
Question.
Son.
You
Yeah.
leveled up. Did I level up?
What level are you?
5?
We're level 6 currently.
Yeah, I didn't.
Emily.
That's what I did.
This always happens, Emily.
Look, leveling up suck.
Aw, leveling up fucking rules. I'll send you
No,
your...
I hate it.
I will send you your necessary documentation. Do you want me to just do it for you?
Please.
Okay.
I gotta.
If
I
you
didn't
like
put my
it and I
spell-
don't.
Fucking can someone put like a whip crack, like sound effect in here, please?
No, I luxuriously put my foot up on the coffee table when I was just like,
And by the coffee table, she means Tyler.
Yeah. So let's go
Tyler's
ahead and,
currently just like
He's
on the
just
floor,
on
like
his hands and knees.
Yes,
Do
mistress.
you want me to?
Alright, well, first of all, let's roll your d12 plus whatever your con is. Oh, that's right, you have
Alright,
a
I
bitch
gotta-
con.
I gotta
So,
act all lightning.
yeah, while I'm doing this, that's not bad. While I'm doing this, Nyx is like, we cannot afford to stay long, but we also cannot go and fight the dragon in our current state of being. We need to just take a moment, then we can pursue him. He can't be that far out of East Haven now. 30 minutes, no more, no less. She's suggesting a long, short rest, basically. Get those hit die out of the way. You get a new path feature. That's her idea, anyway.
I don't know that we can afford to rest.
I don't know if we can afford a suicide attack either.
do you think that the previous town would have anything to heal us to spare?
Big fella's gonna shake his head. And he's gonna sit down in the snow.
Dugan's Hole, no, I don't believe so. I think I know what we must do. That ray of light that he blasted us with was... it was extremely problematic. What I suggest is we have the Shield Guardian take point ahead of us. Have it distract the dragon to... for lack of a better word, eat the first of that ray and hope that he cannot do it again anytime soon. Perhaps then we will have a chance. I believe that the Shield Guardian is our ticket to winning this, but we have to be careful.
So is that dragon made of like metal?
He's made
Shardolin.
of Shardolin, yeah.
It's like that spooky glass stuff with like the stone in the Cairden of All, like that castle thing.
It's like-
those like
Yeah, it's the metal that's like kind of like ice, kind of not. or whatever it was.
Yeah.
If we can like compromise what it's made out of, but I don't know how to compromise that.
I don't know if any of us know heat metal, but that would be a pretty good idea.
I do.
he's- Oh, do you? That might not be a bad idea. Assuming he's not like immune to fire anyway. Okay, Emily. You have a new awesome feature. Okay, it's from your subclass. It's called Spirit Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning at 6th level, the guardian spirits that aid you can provide supernatural protection to those you defend. If you are raging and a creature within you, you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6. You can do. There's no limit on that either. You can just do it with your reaction. So once per turn, basically.
Okay.
So
Neato.
we crashed near-ish where I put the X here many moons ago. I'm gonna propose we just say fuck East Haven and try to cut it off on its way to Caerdinival. Because by now, since they're spending an hour to rest, it's probably flattened East Haven.
That's kind of, yeah. Big fella, do you think you can run us through that fast? Do you think we can get there?
I suppose.
Okay. I think that is our best bet. I'm sorry, I wish it were different, but
We have to make a tough decision right now, and if we try to follow him how we are, we'll die for sure, and
I'd agree.
we won't even have a chance.
I rolled your hit die on accident, but we
Also,
are...
now that I'm natural explorer for Arctic, difficult terrain here will not slow our travel.
Mm.
And yada 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 other shit. So
You might want to spend some of those hit die, yeah.
Dice
Yep.
for my health, right?
Short. Yep, for your short rest. You can spend as
holy
many as you
fuck,
can.
witches get D12s.
No. I accidentally wrote pestilences on accident because I forgot I wasn't on mine.
Oh,
No, which is D6.
Oh, look!
Hey, nice. I mean, you have 3 of them, so you can roll a couple more if you want.
I'm gonna add it up just to see how good I am, because I don't feel like doing mental math.
Oh, I have a calculator open all the time when we play.
damn.
Damn.
Those are some good rolls.
That gets me to 67. And I only spent 2.
Very nice. I will also
Betty,
spend-
Betty, good. Also, you added my thing to my current HP. Did you also add it to my maximum HP?
I did, yes. I increased them both.
Cool, because I forget to do that sometimes, and then I'm like, fuck, damn, shit.
All right. Are we all done with everything? I think we're good, right?
Presuming that Spooky has a movement speed of 25,
She
I
does,
think at
yes.
some point Big Fella's just gonna like pick her up by the head and put her on his shoulder and keep like booking it.
She will accept this. All right. I'm up to 42. That is good enough. Okay. Honestly, she can even have like the shield guardian carry her if she wants, but
I know that too. Well,
okay. Everyone, no matter what happens, I'm just glad we did our best.
Yeah, this mad sucks.
Well, I hope we can do something to keep it from sucking even more.
Big Feller says nothing, but he looks like
Look,
visibly
shit, hold
aged
on, I
about
spilled
50
Coke on
years.
the carpet.
Oh, Emily.
Ah, I'll be right back.
Okay, do you need me to get a towel? Well, she's
Baking
gone.
soda towel.
Ay. All right. Well, in the meantime, I think are we all in agreement about what's going? We're gonna cut him off at Caerdinival.
Or at least catch up at Caerdinival.
Yeah, I think
We'll
that.
see.
I think that's a good thing to do. Yeah. Poor East Haven. That's a. It hurts me to see East Haven go down because East Haven's an important tin town to me, but it's.
Rip East Haven, the breadbasket of the 10 towns.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, that sucks, but. I mean, damn, there's nothing we can do, man. Like, we're not gonna catch up to it anyway. It's faster than us.
If our axe beaks had been following the helicopter somehow, we might be okay.
I fucking wish. I mean, yeah, I'm good with that personally.
Okay. All right. So moving slowly to give Em a chance to get back. It will take you all. Let's see, math. And you said your difficult terrain's not an issue.
Correct. I can bring up
Okay.
the thing.
No, I believe you. You're fine. That's
It does.
you're a ranger. I just assume you can do shit like that. Yeah.
The terrain doesn't slow us. Can't get lost except by magical means. Da da da.
Cool. So yeah, you make it to Caer Naval from where you're at. Let's see what's that distance?
It's about 8 miles, I think.
8 miles. So yeah, it takes you. And you're on foot, or do you have your axe beaks?
I mean, that's up
No,
to you, but I don't think we took our axe beaks.
Okay,
We
so on
could- I
foot.
imagine they're still kind of like the Sunblight Fortress.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so on foot, it takes. On foot, it takes 8 hours. Yeah, because it's a mile.
Holy shit! And it's already to Bryn Shander.
I mean, okay, so technically, I guess it would depend, because there is a mechanic that you can rush. Like if you're basically running the way, you can take a level of exhaustion to cut your time in half.
I am all for taking one level, no more than one level. 'cause
Level of
otherwise we're gonna get
exhaustion
fucked.
fighting a fucking dragon, though.
We ride the big guy.
That's I mean, disadvantage on ability checks is better than disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's why I'm saying only the one,
Can-
not any more than that, because that'll fuck us.
Yeah, can we enlist the shield guardian to like carry some of us? I don't think he can carry all of us, but
Constructs can't do with exhaustion, so yeah, that's fine.
okay. I will volunteer Spooky first of all because she's the smallest.
Well, you know what?
And the most
Hold that
easily
thought.
carried.
Hold that thought. Big fella's gonna chop down a tree,
As
hack off a clean piece of it, and basically improvise a sled and lash that shit to our shield guardian.
All right, go ahead and make this roll for the most
the most
Fucking-
random bullshit.
the most clutch woodcarver's tools check ever. I've never seen fucking artisan's tools come in this fucking clutch in a game of D&D ever.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
the
would.
carpenter seems like a very fucking useful thing. Like,
It's
when I was
it's,
a glass blower, the most useful thing is like I used fire so we could like leave glass behind as a tracking thing. That was it.
Alright, so I'm gonna say because you're in a hurry, it's not super pretty, but it definitely. I mean, basically, you cut the tree, cut it in half to keep the one side rounded, and just kind of dig out the middle to the best of your ability. Like your asses are probably gonna get some
Almost a
splinters.
canoe.
Yeah, basically.
It's like what do you call the Olympic sport where there's 4 people in a sled and they go
Luge?
down?
Luge,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that's basically what it is because y'all are in a hurry, but I mean, it'll get the job done. I'd say that.
And I have
tells you-
proficiency with land vehicles. Can I make another check?
Oh my god!
I was literally. I thought the shield guardian was just dragging this like and running basically.
Oh yeah, he's lashed up to it and he's dragging us.
Mush,
Okay.
mush, Shieldo, mush.
He would like to drive the shield guardian.
God damn it!
I mean, I don't.
So, yeah,
if
I would
Oh,
say it's-
drive the whip.
I would say
I'll,
it's probably about 30 minutes to do all this. I think is fair given that roll. So 30 minutes, 4 hours to get there plus the short rest. Okay.
So we just finessed our way into a short rest.
Well, we already took our short rest, but yes.
But yeah, so you guys make it to Caer Naval, and it is dragon free. The place is still all standing. It's all nice and pretty. But it is no dragon to be seen.
If we look in the general vicinity of East Haven, like in the direction, can we see like I don't know,
Smoke.
like, lights in the sky, smoke, a foreboding black spot on the sky?
Let me check the weather, because 5 miles with good visibility, especially
Can
living
I-
up in North Dakota, I know is seeable.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, can I make another carpenter's tools check to determine which structure in Cairdenable is like the sturdiest for these people to shelter in?
Oh, yeah, you don't need that. That would be for sure the castle.
I think
Everybody to the castle! Get your asses into the castle.
I think Spooky will
And this-
talk to Pestilence here, and she'll say, Pestilence, you know what you are really, really good at is whipping the people into a frenzy to fight for their lives, right? That's your whole thing, yes?
Ideally.
I think that we need to get all of the able-bodied people we can in this town, and we need you to just get them ready to fight for their lives.
Yeah, I can go hype them up. I can play some hype music.
If you can.
Just spam Siraki theme for 4 hours.
Just
Look, man.
raining blood raining blood by Slayer.
So I'm going to say that you all can see kind of smoke filtering over from East Haven.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of time, so start making your speeches and playing your songs now.
Can I inspire the crowd with a show of my carpentry skill?
Look upon this small wooden dick that I have carved. I will fill it with bees and be appreciated by all vagina-having citizens of the realms. No? Okay, fine. That's a real thing, by the way.
Oh, I know it is.
Yeah,
Roll
but
a vibrator.
can I roll a performance to fucking whip the people in a frenzy?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Isaac frantically realizing he doesn't have any guard stat blocks.
Well,
ready or anything.
here's the thing. This is the town with the creepy castle bullshit,
Mhm.
where you basically disbanded the whole militia because they were serving Levestus.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, well, now they can be normal people serving their not death.
Would you like to meet?
So-
Would you like
so
to meet
currently they-
Levistus now or later?
So I'm thinking, because technically they've been disbanded, so I'm trying to think.
They're still normal people with combat experience.
Right, no, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I
like,
think that's what
it's-
we're going for.
It's gonna be, just like basically a riot kind of ass thing. You're not gonna have skilled warriors, but
In the time
Man, would I
since-
rather a platoon of Marines or a whole bunch of retired Marines? I'd probably want the platoon because they know each other and they work together, but I'll take what I can get at this point. They are trained.
5 Marines or 500 cows. I choose the cows. It's like the YouTube video. Would you take one of every Pokemon or the sun?
Well, Arceus is God, so...
I was literally just about to say, one of them's fucking god, so...
Oh, then
Can
there's the
I-
bullshit with the 1 million lions versus one of every Pokemon, and I'm just like, this is dumb. They're like, no, but you know 1 million lions? No, that's false. It's gonna be the Pokemon.
It's 1 billion lions.
3 bears
God.
and 10,000
But
rats.
Pokemon, look, we're gonna
Here's
end
how
it
we
right
beat
here.
that.
Pokemon have magic.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
end
Oh,
existence.
even more mundane than that, there are many Pokemon that can fly.
Here's my other
They
thing.
run out of
We're
PP, like,
getting
really
into a
fast.
fucking Goku versus Superman thing here.
It really isn't.
Sorry.
I don't
Really
think you understand how many a billion is.
Yeah.
God damn it, Josh! You're one of these people.
Okay,
Goku wins, by
okay,
the way.
we can keep going.
Yeah,
I
well-
have an argument at the ready, but we need to move on. People are
Alright.
dying.
There's no time.
This is all happening in
Can you
character.
imagine Zana's just like, I don't think you understand how many a billion is.
It's all while Panic is in the middle Panic. While Pestilence is in the middle of a fucking bitchin' guitar solo. It's just like, I think a Pokemon can totally win.
See, they can actually summon tsunamis and wow.
Can you make the bass a little more splashy?
Yeah, but do you know how many
God
a
damn
billion?
it.
Shut the fuck up, Josh. This is one for the highlight reels, boys.
God.
Here's my answer. Kyogre. Boom. Drown the world.
Stop
Done.
it. Stop.
I mean, I still think Giratina just
Stop!
end existence.
Stop it.
So the impending dragon,
I
right?
want to fight a dragon.
Yep, dragon. Okay, I'll be nice.
Oh, we even have a battle map for this, don't we?
Dragonite could kick their asses.
Where's my Dragonator?
Behold, Perry the Platypus, my burn down the 10 Townsinator.
Oh, I can put...
It's a good one.
Thank you. Do you think that, like, a druid could totally fucking just... druid could totally wild shape into a platypus, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, the Care Bear!
I forgot about him.
Oh, miss them. He didn't even get finished.
Yeah, I think I was salty about that at the time.
He's like, end me!
Well, it's more like...
I have no mouth and I must
No
care
mouth.
stare.
He doesn't even have eyes.
No.
Okay. Well, this is eventually. You guys are still... There's still no dragon, so you're still fine. I'm just
There's a
throwing it on.
large bear.
Well, fuck, I mean, if we want to... I don't know if there's enough time to take a long rest, but, like, there's got to be something else we can do to, like, prepare, right? I have fucking Brewcraft. I've never actually used this.
Alright, so we're trying to gather the masses that are able to assist. You said you're rallying, like getting the rest of them to the care, right?
Yeah, we're gathering people up where it's safe and getting... We're Helm's Deeping it, I think, right now. We're getting people in where they're safe, and also anyone that can pick up a sword and fight a dragon, come help us out.
Okay. And he's coming from East Haven, which is from the south, so... Like you said, not there yet, I'm just kind of prepping how I'm running it, so
I
you guys
understand.
are still good.
I'm going to... Spooky's
And you
going
guys
to...
got plenty of time, so if you want to kind of position yourselves where you're kind of at in the town, it's going to be kind of loose on movement, especially because of scale. Yeah, it'll be kind of loose on movement, obviously,
Of course.
but just kind of vague areas like, you know, like the docks or like the shops or...
The ruined watchtower.
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. But it'll be map-esque, but more so just kind of...
I'm looking at my second.
Dude, do
level
I-
spells.
Does Zana just wander into the forest to try to rally the wildlife?
You just go Snow White it.
How thick is the ice here? Is this solid ice?
It is frozen over, yep.
Okay, perfect. I suggest we, like... I don't want to suggest splitting the party, but I feel like we can make a decent stand at the ruined watchtower, and if we need to fall back to the keep, then, you know, that's an option.
Why? I mean, isn't our best option, like, you know, the fortified castle in the middle of the city?
That would be ideal for us personally defensively, but I don't know that just because we're there, it's gonna gravitate towards the care. 'Cause
That's
its job is to fucking destroy everything.
that's a good point. Shit.
Yes, because we lure it there.
That's a good point. Well, first thing is, during this short rest, I'm gonna have Spooky. I should really be doing this. I don't have to spend a, I do not have to spend a spell slot on the mage armor anymore, because I can imbue potion with mage armor and just make myself a little potion of mage armor. Just want to declare that. That is a good idea, though. I think that's a good idea. Also, whenever Spooky summons Vanta, and she will have Vanta out for this, whenever like certain kinds of light hit him, he kind of looks slightly translucent. Like he's kind of like a holographic card in certain lighting, I think, because I have Psychopomp now, and he's a little weird and special and slightly incorporeal. It's been a while since I played Spooky, so I'm like going over all the shit that I forgot about.
I mean, like, ideally, what I would want is some electrodes that we can shoot into the dragon and just buzz the shit out of it until it breaks apart or dies.
Well, none of us are artificers, so...
Yep. So I'm just gonna sit here, playing my guitar. Just...
While my guitar gently weeps.
No, that song is garbage. I'll stand on that hill.
So, okay, so Ruin Watchtower. If shit goes south, we run across the lake to the care.
We can use my sled.
Oh my god. Well, if the fucking... I think that the Shield Guardian going down is our indicator for we should leave. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can do.
Did
to
you
prepare.
put a pussy on the Care Bear?
I don't like that. Can we get rid of that? I have stood by a lot of your artistic decisions.
Was specifically to upset Tyler.
I have stood by a lot of your artistic decisions here. I was fine with Dugan's puckered asshole. I was fine with like a lot of things, but I think a Care Bear with a fuckable pussy is a little beyond where I am okay with. I think that is the limit of our friendship.
It worked.
If you want to push my buttons, you fucking pushed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just saw him like drawing the words "real doll" over the Care Bear, and I'm like, oh, like those really creepy sex dolls. And then there was just a pussy.
The last thing Spooky is going to do. Let me double check this.
It's actually the real Housewives of Caer Dineval.
The last thing Spooky will do, and this is not until the dragon actually like appears close by, is she's going to, the entire time before the dragon is set to arrive, she's looking at her orc stone, like kind of sadly, and kind of like smoothing it over with her palm. Because she only has one use left, and I don't think I could think of a better reason.
You'll only be
God
in trouble
damn it.
until it destroys it.
God damn it, Brandon.
I can't help it. I was thinking that before we even got to this map.
God, the fucking... I'm trying to, like, liven it up with some tension, and, like, here we are.
The dragon became a penis.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead
Look
and...
at it.
I'm gonna
Jesus,
go ahead
I'll
and...
even delete it.
I'm gonna go
Look
ahead
at that.
and zoom in and just not look at the dragon. And Spooky just looks really sad. She's like, I know. Maybe that would change everyone's mind. I know that things are very difficult between the orc tribes and the people of the Tin Towns, but I don't know. We're all sort of made equal whenever we die. I like to think this stone was a bit of a reminder for that. I think I'm going to miss him. I didn't get to talk to him very much, but
He's the talking type.
yeah, I mean, I suppose, but I don't know. I've been bouncing back and forth between places after I've been kicked out, and this has sort of been the only little thing I had that was mine, you know? I mean, I have Vanta, yes, but Vanta can't exactly swing around a giant axe or anything. It's just, it's
You'll get a new thing.
I know. It's just like a little anchor that I won't have anymore, and I don't know.
So as you're contemplating this, you start in the horizon. You do see the silhouette of the dragon approaching. Okay. And at this point, you've been able to successfully evacuate about... We'll just do it this way. I don't like that. You had about two. I don't like that roll because it's been about 2 hours. I would say you've been able to successfully evacuate about half the population, population's 100 people. So you got about the rest are on their way. So they're in the process.
Oh, we hold
No one's gonna care about your birth certificate if you're dead. Get it?
And then also some of them are rallying with you as well. So. In reality, it's probably closer to 3/4 are either with you or evacuated. So it's just kind of like that last 20, 30 people that are...
Cool. Targets
in-
to
in
eat up
limbo.
the breath weapon attacks instead of us.
Well, I think that's what the Shield Guardian is going to be there
Alright,
for.
everybody stand in line and find the heaviest log that we can pass person to person.
So I think what...
Yes.
God, shut up. No, we're not doing a peasant rail cannon.
Why not?
So,
We have the peasants.
So I think what Spooky wants to do is we'll have the Ruin Watchtower out. You know, we're hiding in there, but I think Spooky is going to have the Shield Guardian stand like prominently out in the open nearby it to like kind of catch the dragon's attention.
Okay. All right. So, question going into this, and I'm fine with this. And it's also going to be kind of a hypothetical in case things things
Very
don't go
poorly.
your way here. Through this entire dragon encounter, both here and through the next, if you have to travel elsewhere, anything else like that, do you just want to maintain the initiative we have, or do you want to re-roll at every encounter? I'm fine either way.
I'm fine keeping it, whatever it happens to be.
I mean, it's definitely in your guys' favor, but
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think it's fine if we keep
Look,
it.
I don't like rolling initiative 1,000 times because then I'll forget what order I need to be
Yeah.
like thinking about what I need to do.
and logically, I think this order makes logical sense. Especially because you know the dragon's coming, and then even just to your characters, it's kind of it's basically the order that I would consider most reactive.
I actually
Well-
don't see the turn order anymore. I assume that's on the old map.
Well, I see it, but it's blank.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, turn
Oh.
order got deleted.
Okay, mine's still good. Oh, it's probably because your tokens are not. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
I have it. Here,
Yeah, you can
I'll-
just put us in then. I like the you had a good point though. I agree with what you said. We can just like
Okay.
re-roll whatever map we're gonna be on.
Yeah, I'll just keep it, and I'll just tell you guys. Just so you know, I don't know why you can't see it, but it's Big Feller, Pestilence, Shield Guardian, Zana, Spooky, then the Dragon.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah,
right.
no. I mean, you guys are preparing for the Dragon coming to you, and then that's kind of the order that I would say. It makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Even
that tracks.
so, I am fine with that. I am gonna retract one thing, and mostly I'm gonna let the dragon basically do a flyover first, so that's where we're at. So the dragon comes through, and it will first kind of extend its breath weapon to destroy the docks, and then it kind of circles back around, and it does see the shield guardian, and it is eyeing it. What you do see out on the docks was out away, probably about here, as it's kind of the rest of it's kind of crumbling and kind of in flames. You do see a small child that's probably about 8 or 9 years old that is now trapped between. I mean,
God damn
Did
it.
you get there,
Yeah.
child?
yeah, there's a kid in the boat basically, and now the dock's on fire.
Fuck.
Rip in
Uh,
peace, bud.
But yeah.
not good.
So
You had a
we're
good
gonna,
8 or 9 years.
so we're gonna start up with Big Feller.
Are we
Well,
theater
his
minding
soul is
this?
already dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how much distance you think we got between us here at the tower and the boy?
I would say.
The boy and also the dragon.
Let me see what it actually looks like, but I'm not going to go by this. I'm just kind of eyeballing things in general. Okay. Getting a scope for the city. I already did a flyover. So reasonably, I would say, for the sake of not having 1,000 turns, like, he's flying towards you. He's still flying towards you. He's kind of on his roundabout, like he's kind of doing his flyby, and so you could catch him as he's flying past to get to this vantage point before he turns back around.
Cool. I'm gonna tag him with a spell that should hopefully help everyone else fuck him up. So we'll see if it actually works. Kia.
Oh.
That's a lot of text. Wow.
Not really. Oh, the fucking imbue potion.
Imbue
yes.
potion, yeah. Fairy fire, deck save, please. My DC isn't great, but I mean, hey, if he fails.
It's worth a shot. He's made of metal.
Let me pull up that sheet. Character sheet.
And regardless of the outcome, whether it succeeds or fails, I will be running towards the docks.
Hello?
Hello.
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 Okay, yeah. Regardless of what?
Regardless of the outcome, whether it succeeds or fails, I will be running towards the docks after that.
Okay, it does fail.
Like, oh, he fails the save?
Oh, no, sorry, your spell fails. He
Ah.
succeeds.
Oh well, worth a try. Anyway, to the dock. Child.
Okay. Pestilence, you're up.
He's at the dock.
He's kind of flying. He's doing his fly back around. I would say this kind of happens concurrently. So if you wanted to catch him over the dock or flying back around, my thought is he kind of is going to end up back here at the south side of town. But since we're Theater of the Minding it, you can catch him on his route, kind of doing his flyover.
He is simultaneously at every point along this line.
Gosh. Schrodinger's.
Well,
Schrodinger's flyby.
I do not have a lot of distance stuff, so I'm gonna go with help that boy if I can.
Boy.
Okay. Yeah, you could reach the boy.
Can he walk across the lake? Can I push him really hard?
Yes. This is more of a now he's surrounded by the crumbling docks and flames, and he's just more so in fear than he's 100% completely trapped. So yeah, you could, if you clear him out of that area, he could. The lake's solid enough. Yeah.
He's surrounded by fire and crumbling buildings, and then a lady wearing punk rock gear with horns shows up and is like, "Sup?"
Fire doesn't really hurt me much because I have resistance to fire and also cold, so temperatures are not as important to me. So I go get the boy, and I need direction to get him fucking to the building.
Okay. As it is kind of crumbling, go ahead and give me an athletics check just to make sure you don't lose your footing on the dock. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're able to clear the boy off the dock and onto the lake, and he starts running in panic at that, but it is holding up as he runs across the lake.
I'm just like, go, go, go!
Well, I have a +9 to athletics. Oh, that makes sense actually.
Yes, I'm a barbarian.
All right, and as you're doing this, well, do you have anything else?
I try to roll back around with where we are so that we're
Okay.
all in the same place.
Okay. This is going on, the townsfolk that you've gathered up, they're basically throwing whatever they can, rocks, sticks, homemade weapons, just yeah, stuff like that. So for them, since I don't really have anything and they're just commoners anyway, I'm just gonna roll a couple. We'll say 2 is fair. 2 attacks out of them. Neither of those hit, so
They tried.
yeah, they're definitely drawing the attention of this dragon too. Like it's not going unnoticed that they're fighting back.
Anything to ground him. The longer that he's in the air, the worse off we are.
So the shield guardian will go up. Guardian is up next.
Oh yeah. Well, good old shield guardian. Nyx does have her orc buddy out, by the way. Like the moment the dragon was in sight, he's up for 10 minutes. Which, if this lasts for 10 minutes, something horrible is going wrong. Is he within How high is he flying above us?
Let's see. What's the range on his? The dragon. His breath weapon does actually have a pretty good range. Because I was saying, how low did he have to be to get that? But
How low can you go?
I'm needing 60 feet if he's within 60 feet of us.
I would say that's pretty fair actually, because he would want to get low enough that he could have tried to take out some of these buildings on the way back around too.
All right. Spooky is going to activate the spell storing and have the shield guardian cast guiding bolt.
Nice.
It's going to be at I think I only stored it at first level, but it's still worth a go. Shablam. Hey.
That does hit.
All right. And I imagine 19 radiant damage. Good lord. That was a really good damage roll. Holy shit. I imagine it probably won't do something that much to some guy who is literally breeds radiant damage, but the thing I'm going for here is that the addition... Yeah, the advantage, exactly.
Yeah. No, that checks out.
There goes the Shield Guardian's fucking... he just Iron Mans it. He just... But that's the only spell I had stored, so...
Okay. Zana.
Okay. So I think Zana is gonna go with the tried and true Call Lightning that worked so well last time. So let's see here. Let me pull it up here. Because I put it in the character sheet, but I don't think I did it right. What do I have to do for this spell?
3d10 lightning.
I think it's a dex save on my part, right?
It is indeed.
Yes.
16, okay.
Uh-huh.
He does indeed fail.
Okay, well then it's what, 3d10 lightning we said?
Yes.
Very nice.
16.
That is, like, literally, median damage. Like, look at that. That's incredible.
Yep. And then it sticks around after this, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically you just call it from that point, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure
What?
You can call down lightning targeting the same point or a different one. So
Yeah.
you're basically concentrating on... Oh, no, you're not concentrating. Wow, this isn't concentration.
No.
That's incredible.
No,
But I get
thank
it.
you.
But I get a chance to save. I save every time, though.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
like it's a save every time, but it's one continuous effect, so he doesn't have to spin a spell slot every time it happens.
Right. Right.
And the only other caveat is as long as it's a point that is within the 60-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I
Okay.
mean,
It's still pretty good.
yeah.
And if it doesn't change its flight path, it'll circle around back into that point then.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Spooky herself. Man, I never even thought about her. I don't know if I should fucking do that. I'm gonna try and acid arrow this thing. At second level. 19 to hit.
Yep, that will hit.
Okay. So 12 acid damage. He will take the 12 acid damage immediately, and at the end of his next turn, he'll take another 2d4 acid.
Okay.
We're also going to jinx him. And I'm going to give him misfortune. The next attack he makes is made with disadvantage. I forgot to advantage with the acid arrow now that I think about it. I'm just going to roll it one more time just to see if it's a crit. Let's see. Nope, just a regular hit.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So
Oh, I need to roll initiative for fucking Orc Boy. Imagine
Oh.
if he gets fucking...
it's a 3 for the dragon, so he'll probably get to go ahead of it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and
Maybe.
take it. Go ahead and take his turn then.
He's going to... he doesn't actually have any... Oh, he can chuck his spear. Okay, cool. He will only do this. A 13 to hit? Probably not.
Does not hit.
Okay. Is this Okay, that is it. Now he has no spear.
All right. So the dragon is going to basically fly really low and do kind of this same flight path that he's doing in this general area down here. And he's flying low enough that he's literally just basically crashing through all these buildings, just leveling them. And then he comes back down and kind of lands in the midst of you because you have gathered enough of his attention. And he is going to use his multi-attack. He is going to...
At me, bro.
First one is a disadvantage.
Yeah. So he is going to do First claw attack.
Come at
Let's
me.
see, let's kind of look back on aggro. I think it'd be the giant lightning bolt would be the most aggravating thing for a dragon.
How does he know it came from Zana, though?
He's just that's fair. But claw attack on Zana does a 26 hit
Fortunately.
for 13 slashing damage.
Zana's really hurting.
Did you
Okay.
recover your hit points from a short rest?
Yeah, but I only got like 15 hit points back or something like that.
That is fair.
Next, he is going to take another claw at the Shield Guardian. That's a crit
Oh my god.
That's
for 21 slashing.
Okay. Shield Guardian's got to stay up, man.
He's gonna fix most of that next turn anyway.
He will. He will heal 10.
He
Put it right here. 22, you said?
21.
21.
Let's see. What's? I think Spooky was the only other person who hit him.
Okay. Yes. Pestilence
Okay.
spent her turn doing stuff to help the kid.
So he's gonna bear down and get you with the wings attack. 16 to hit.
What is Nyx's armor class? That does hit. Yes.
10 bludgeoning.
Ow.
And then it's gonna expend its tail attack and just kind of do a swipe at all of the commoners that are kind of around whatever he can hit.
No, you bastard.
He actually crit fails that one, so we're just gonna say he crashes down, and it just hits another building and kind of topples it. But as far as effect, so as far as the encounter complication, because those are things that happen in this, you actually, in the madness of this, the dust kind of kicks up from while he's trying to attack the commoners. They start panicking, and instead of an organized attack, it has now become a full-on, basically organized chaos riot. So they are just attacking anything and everything around them, including themselves.
Oh my god, what a bunch of idiots. There's a giant fucking dragon, come on.
Although, to be fair, it does also have that weird, like, mind-affecting ability thing. So
Yeah, it does have
In-
malevolent presence. You guys
In
all
theory.
stayed earlier, so you're immune to it, but they are not.
In theory, that's probably...
That's not
Correct.
bad. Yeah,
That
that's
is-
a good point.
That is exactly what happened. Good deduction.
Fucking candy ass. Yes, I remember this entire time.
That would make more sense. But that actually was like there's a table for
Yeah, I
encounter complications, so that
They
actually.
start punching themselves in the fucking head and screaming.
They all shit their pants at once, and now they have to walk around and find new pants.
I suddenly decided I don't like having skin, Rip.
What is all this on me? Get this off my personal space.
All right, so big fella, you were up.
Okay, well, that spell, while in theory could have been quite effective, in practice sucked donkey balls. So I'm just gonna run up with my axe and chop his fucking tail off.
Okay.
Do you have a magic axe?
I do not.
Well, shit. Well, you do have B.
B helps. Let's two-hand this bitch. Flanking?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. 21.
It does hit.
I'm gonna be attacking again. 19?
Yes.
Okay. This is gonna be B damage, not pushing them.
I don't think you could put. Can you Well, I guess it doesn't specify a size, does it?
Nope.
Interesting.
So I imagine it might matter the types. So that's 18 slashing, and it's not magical. But then
Okay.
there's 7 piercing from the bees, which is just piercing, but also
Okay.
from bees that are magic. I don't know.
All right. So that would be the magic number to get a legendary action.
Great, fantastic.
This legendary action is actually the dragon is going to take the disengage action, and it is going to fly away into the distance as it uses the dash as well. And following its flight path, you will detect it is heading off to Kaer Koenig.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
30 points of damage is all it takes for him to flee.
Ah.
Cool.
And how many points would you say he has? Just
remaining?
in general.
So I will let you know. He still did take all that damage from the helicopter fight and the lightning, like that.
I was about to say it would be some real bullshit if he had like some onboard repair system.
Yeah, no. When you saw him in this encounter, he looked like he had sustained all that damage.
All right, boys.
So
back in
on the way back,
Oh!
on the way back to the ruined watchtower where the sled is, I'm gonna be like smacking peasants in the face as I go with the blunt side of my axe. Just like snap out of it, stop it, we're going.
Okay.
You're fine, you're safe.
You
Yeah,
have like a
stop it.
squirt bottle full of water. Wake up, wake
So
up.
Yeah, well, I don't
between-
have that, but I do have a big fucking axe, so I'm gonna be smacking.
Between you kind of playing crowd control and the damage to it, so what you're able to observe as far as casualties and damage is the docks are still they're gone. I mean they're on fire, but there's not going to be any saving those 3 docks, and they're also important little mini boats. Basically anything in this area is leveled. And because he crit fit, only about 5s. I'd say 5, because there were about 24 there. You were able to save most of them. Yeah, so only 5. So to your knowledge, 5 casualties, and that area is leveled. Other than that, you all did pretty good.
This tells me that we saved more than 70% of the town. Can I keep my orc buddy for the next one, because he got to chuck a spear and do nothing?
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Well, fortunately we had the sled ready to go, so we get it mushed up and fast.
Okay, let me see what his HP total is, so I can take that back and put it on the other map too.
If we ever get close, well, I probably don't want to get close enough to where he can fly by us with the breath, but I was going to be like, gotta just drive by Toll the Dead him if he ever 60 feet away.
Alright, so he is heading... I mean, you've seen the flight plan, you saw how he flows, so he's flying that way. Are you guys pursuing him, or are you kind of doing the same thing where you're cutting him off?
I don't think we can afford to keep doing that, because casualties and yada yada yada. Fuck that. Chase him down.
Yeah, we got
sled.
chase him
Yeah.
down.
Okay, so let me see... Caerdinaval... Oh, let me move the dragon so I can see the exact distance.
I'll make another land vehicle check to operate the sled.
On to... Yeah, now we're
4
on
miles.
to,
4 miles
hometown.
to land. Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense as to why you wouldn't pass this one up.
Yeah.
I didn't live there for long, but I lived in the area.
Okay, 4 miles, vehicle following a path, so it'll only take you 2 hours to get there. Let's see how long it takes him. How long it takes him to get there?
It's Tourmaline,
Okay.
and then it's Lonelywood. Boy howdy, if he gets to Lonelywood, Spooky's gonna get a little desperate.
I mean, Big Feller's soul is already destroyed. If he were to completely level Lonelywood, he'd be like, just no.
You just hear Fortunate Son blasting over the dune, the ice dunes.
Oh, it already is. It's just a matter of degree now.
We are Mad Maxing
Okay.
it with the guitar guy on bungee cords while they're traveling.
So you guys make it to Kaer Koenig, like I said, in about 2 hours. Let me get you to that map. I actually don't know that we've been to this town, so I might have to unveil some stuff for you.
I think we went there briefly.
Yeah, there's stuff that's undone. Yeah. So it's because you guys can see all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flying
Let me-
a thinker.
Bloop.
Yeah, I figured he was going to get there a bit before us. So they probably already know to run to safety.
So what you're seeing actually, let me see exactly where you're at when you fall in here. So, okay. So pretty much the entire town. Let me. Pretty much all of this is gone.
Holy shit. He works quick.
Ooh. Oh no.
And what you see here, you see a couple things. You see the dragon just kind of go into town on any structures it can while it's working its way up to the care. And you see a good chunk of people actually evacuating up here. You see about, as you're making your way through this town, you come across roughly 40 casualties.
Ruh-roh.
And you see the town speaker, Speaker Trovus, the Dragonborn. He is currently trying to engage the dragon. And the leader of the militia is also alongside him. But most of the militia is back towards the Kerr, trying to finalize the evacuation.
And we jump in.
Drive
Yeah.
the sled. Ghost ride the whip. Drift ride into the mall.
Okay. Let me. All right.
Determine whether it has a cloaca or a penis, and then attack there.
Okay. So.
Cloaca or penis. Vagina is not an option.
No, I'm DMing Tyranny of Dragons, so I did my research.
You can
Because
have
fucking- we have a dragon scholar in the party, and she's asked a few times, like, do it have that cloaca?
So when you guys get there and do it, show up to and engage this fight, as you get in, you actually do see a sight. You see. Yep, you see the Dragonborn speaker Trovus. As he steps back to chuck a spear, he throws the spear and it lands firmly into the shoulder of the dragon. And he kind of loses his footing as he does that, and he kind of falls down on one knee. And as he does that, you see a Dwergar come out of its invisibility and just slit the throat of the speaker as he falls down
Bitch-ass.
lifeless. They are bearing the sigil of Zardarok, and well, this one is. And you
Assholes are
see,
back? Jesus Christ.
They don't know
And-
their king's dead.
yeah, and you do see, as you're kind of looking around at this point, you do see that not all of this damage through this town has been done by this dragon. There are definitely blades and.
Good, I'm
javelins
glad I
here.
took Dwergar as a favorite enemy. Unlike humans, orcs, and dwarves, I think this one's gonna be one that Big Fella genuinely hates.
God. All
But
right.
yeah, so big fella, you're up.
I know what I'm gonna do.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna do, Tyler.
Do you?
Big Fella would
well,
like
you-
to
what you
take
could do.
his length of rope and his grappling hook, and I'd like to mount the dragon.
You have to get consent first?
You're
Look at that.
Gotta say,
We've been chasing.
you were actually one step ahead of me, Brandon. Good job.
Hey,
All right.
athletics.
Well, I would say it's going to be an attack roll just to see if you can land the grappling hook on it. So I would just do a ranged weapon attack.
So like Dex plus proficiency.
Yeah.
D20 plus 6. No.
That is not enough to get the hook to hook on.
Okay. Bonus action, Zephyr Strike. With the second level spell slot, that's all I got. Out of spell slot. Let's get that ready. That's all. I'm basically just gonna move up to it.
Okay. Pestilence, you're up.
Would my axe do literally anything to this guy?
Don't know till you try.
Well, we're gonna rage. And then we're gonna... Fuck.
Reckless attack.
Again.
Wait, that was the wrong one I even clicked on.
Oh yeah, it's not even the rage one yet.
Yeah, that's the rage one.
It does not
2,
hit.
3.
Second one does hit. The 20 hits. This is just a regular great axe. It's not magical.
No, I don't have much magic.
Welcome to the 10 towns, motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is not Avernus. Apparently, this shit is not just lying around.
+2 liar. A.
Alright. So it is going to engage in a different legendary action. And it is going to... so this one, it's basically he's just doing a circle with his tail 360. So it does double as 2 tail attacks is how it's listed. So it would take those 2 tail attacks as the 2 attackers, the one to Big Feller, one to Pestilence. Big Feller's is a crit fail, and Pestilence is a 20.
Yeah, that is...
For Jesus, 25 bludgeoning.
Oh my god.
Hey, you're
At least
raging.
I have.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
that's
rolled
a-
maximum damage. No,
that is
almost
only,
maximum damage.
That is only 12 for you though, so
Yeah,
it was-
but it's still just like,
it's
Jesus.
an ouch.
Yeah, that 2d10 was an 18. Yeah, almost maximum damage on you. All right,
Well-
Nice. You get the
and-
+7 damage bonus.
Yeah, it's fine. And let's see about his breath weapon. It does not recharge. So it... Oh wait, it's not his turn anyway. I'll use that for if... Yeah, I'll make that his roll for his turn though. That was a legendary action. Alright, Shield Guardian.
Pap pap.
Fuck him up.
18 and a 12.
18 does hit.
Pap. 7 bludgeon.
Alright, so the Shield Guardian comes up, takes his fist, and just firmly puts it right into the face of this phallus-shaped dragon. And it does shatter the front of its face and just keeps on going through. You see the radiant light burst forth, and you begin to feel the pulsation as the structure of this dragon is no longer holding the radiant energy that is inside of it.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
So, and as as it continues, the dragon does explode.
Fuck, really?
I'll see if any of you can take it, but it is going to be a dex save from anybody within a half mile.
Oh. Well,
Oh, that's a
my.
very big one.
I was about to say,
Okay.
did we just nuke the 10 towns?
We nuked Kaer Konig.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, it would be Kaer Konig's gonna get leveled. Yeah.
Did we just TPK ourselves? Fuck, there's nothing I can do, huh? I gentle repose myself.
How do I not read it again?
How do you not read it? Oh, /R.
Flash.
Okay.
/R, not R/.
All right, deck saves. The save's actually not that high. Luckily, it's a 13.
Fucking speak for.
Okay.
Would you count
The
this as?
only one.
Oh fuck no! It's not. It's not an int wizard or charisma. I can't use gnome cunning. Shit.
It's fine.
Oh, it's
Half
not
on a
that bad.
save.
What was the save you said?
It's a
13.
13? Oh,
So
geez.
33 radiant damage, half on a save.
That is less than half it could have been. Wow.
So it's what? 12? No, it's
16 or 17?
16.
Yeah, we round down.
Can I very quickly change
I ain't even bloody.
myself as well?
I'm not like dead. I'm doing fine.
I'm dead. I'm down again.
Spooky's actually up. He's got 9 health left.
Zana showed up just in time to get nuked.
But
I
yeah,
have
the
39 health, so
But-
I'm
What
good.
did I miss?
It's pretty boss that
So,
the shield guardian got the
the
kill.
the rest of the town, with the exception of the care, is leveled, like completely gone. The care did hold up. It's weathered, but you were able to see that those who made it into the walls held up. But yeah, so the dragon, like, there is nothing left of this thing. Not even Shardolin shards. It is gone.
Here was what my plan was going to be: is I was going to have Spooky almost. It would have been a suicide move now that I know how it ended, but Spooky's move was going to be to Misty Step onto the dragon to hold onto it, and then summon her orc buddy on top of the dragon.
I started at -3. I ended at -3. This has been a circular.
Spooky is going to go over and spare the dying Zana, and then she is going to.
Pressing concern, though. Big feller is going to shout to the Dwergar, "Your king is dead and so is your dragon. Throw down your weapons."
Oh yeah, there are Dwergar here, aren't they?
So as you're looking
If they
around,
don't, Pestilence is going to run immediately straight into them because she is pissed.
Oh, yeah, no. If they
After-
hesitate in the slightest, Big feller is going to begin murder.
after that explosion, they're all definitely, like, you just see a circle of Dwergar corpses around the corpse of Trovis and his militia leader.
That works.
That works too.
Spooky's going to go and spare the dying on Zana, and then she's going to fall backwards in the snow and just start breathing really heavily and maybe crying a little bit.
Big feller is going to stand still for a solid 30 seconds, and then we're going to split the party, and Big feller is going to fucking sprint off out of Kier Koenig. Gone.
Okay.
Back to your town.
Yes, what's left of it.
Say that they're potentially more stable than the other towns, but yeah.
Okay. So, damage that you know of after you finish that. Let me get
Here's
you
where
back.
I'm at. We saved more than half of the 10 towns, which I think, considering the fact that we didn't go after the dragon in the first place, is not that bad, I guess.
And also that we added a town to the 10 towns. Cock block.
Well, it's good because it is now just the 10 towns, because there's nothing left of Dugan's Hole.
Oh no.
Dugan
what
had
a
his
shame.
asshole surgically removed.
Yeah, it gone.
Hey, we both had the idea there. Okay.
Good mead. Structures are all seen. From what you observed, structures are gone except the mead hall looks completely untouched. You have not seen East Haven. Caer Dineval was only about 25%, and Caer Koenig was just the keep remaining.
That's
You know?
really could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Alright.
Spooky's still in Caer Koenig. Big fella can do whatever he's doing, but after she's had a moment to, like, kind of calm herself down, she just kind of, like, sits up and plucks Vanta from out under her hat and just kind of hugs him, like, really, really tight.
And as you all are kind of doing this, the militia leader does approach does approach you, and he's kind of exasperated. Like he runs up and he says, "Thank you, you've saved our people. The town is lost, but the heart of it remains. Um, at least enough of it. I mean, we were able to save evacuate about 2/3 of our population. So we will make our way to Bryn Shander and as refugees and seek asylum there."
If you are looking for a place to stay afterwards, if you don't want to come back here, I believe there's going to be some rebuilding to be done at Goodmead in the future. Have you ever tried being a brewer?
No. We'll try to rally and we can discuss where our next plans are, but we appreciate that offer. It does sound nice. I mean, we're not accustomed to the population of Bryn Shander, and Goodmead may be a better fit, but for now we will regroup and assess our population and who was lost and who was saved in Bryn Shander.
Alright, Pestilence is gonna draw them like a map on the best way to get through the mountain without fucking dying. And tell them, yeah, if you want to rebuild this place, I could eventually help, but I got bigger fish to fry right now.
Thank you. And again, there's no way that the care would have held up without your help, so thank you for all you've done for this town.
I'm just sorry we can do more.
Seeing the smoke coming from the south, I fear it could have been much worse. And at that, he kind of heads back up to the keep, and he kind of opens the gates and starts yelling with his militia, trying to rally up the now refugees, so they can make their way to safety.
We should probably go and find Big Fella. He probably went right back to Goodmead, and I know he's good at finding his way through the forest and all that, but he's still by himself, and we did just finish fighting a dragon.
Yeah, I'd say,
Okay.
there's nothing else to do right now unless we want to report back to the people who sent us, but at the same time, there is yeah, I don't even know what to do right now.
Let's just meet up and just make sure we are all together. We can figure it out after that, I think.
Okay.
Are you okay? I know you. I know this is where you grew up, at least a little bit.
Particularly long, but it still frickin' sucks. You don't really have words, but then again, I kind of already lost this place, so it's just more nostalgia than anything. It's complicated. I'll work through it later.
Okay. I mean, I'm here if you need anything, I guess. I'm not exactly a therapist, but I'm a lot better at talking to dead things. I'm sorry. Let's just go find Big Fella.
Okay. So I don't know how far you all are from each other, but on foot it's going to be about a half day. If you have a mount or sled or anything like that, it'll be about a quarter day.
Oh yeah, they can use a sled. I wasn't taking the sled, but I will be off-roading it to save myself a little bit of time.
Okay. So I would say, how long would you guys say that you were leaving after him?
Like an hour or two. I wouldn't say we stuck around too long. Just kind of got our bearings, talked to the people.
Make sure Zana isn't bleeding out.
Yeah, Zana's really hurting. I don't think Zana's doing a whole lot of moving.
Put him on the fucking.
This
Put him on the
is-
fucking.
Like,
Second time
you.
Zana's been down in 12 hours?
This man needs a heat lamp. Stat.
All right.
Look, we'll get you to good mead, and then you can lay down,
Needs
okay?
a fucking doctor.
So I would say, yeah, big feller
No,
makes
we'll be
it
passing
about.
through East Haven, or what remains.
Yeah. So big feller would make it about 2 hours before the party, especially since he's off-roading. So I will, but I am gonna let them go through East Haven first, so they can get that.
Yeah,
But start
absolutely.
thinking kind of what you wanna do there in the time before they show up. All right. So as you're going through East Haven, let me see what happened. Half the structures are destroyed. All the docks. The White Lady Inn is gone. Actually, the White Lady Inn and the Wet Trout. The ferry and the town hall are spared. 2/3 of the population have been destroyed, including most of the militia. The militia captain is slain. And when you get there, the town speaker does say that the 500 survivors, no, the 250 survivors, that are left are heading to Bryn Shander.
Okay, so that's 8 towns.
Rebuild. It's just maybe right now it's better to go to a different place.
Yeah, they
8.5.
still have about half their town. It's just
You gotta think, after Katrina happened, New Orleans was empty, but like people eventually came back.
I'll tentatively say 9 towns.
9.5.
so. You guys continuing on your way, or are you stopping with anything in East Haven before I jump over to Big Feller?
I mean, Nix thinks the most important thing is to make sure that Big Feller isn't getting himself killed, because he kind of tends to act rashly out of grief.
He
And-
stopped at the I forget what this was at the Eastway that we murdered the family of.
Yeah.
Get jumped by that.
But I
But the evacuation of East Haven looks like it's going smoothly. Like they've gathered, they're on their way. They've gathered their possessions. Like it's fairly organized given the chaos that just ensued.
yeah, I guess we could just keep on pressing on then, I guess.
Okay.
It's been a while, but fucking we can rest at Good Mead.
We can sleep when we're dead. Let's go.
Okay. So, Big Feller, the site that you walk in on, is the town is there are no buildings left except the mead hall, but it is immaculate, spotless. There is not a scratch on it. You see, you see the candlelight, and you see images, silhouettes, kind of going back and forth. So there is life, kind of wandering through what you can see of the windows. But at this distance, that's about all you can make out.
Well, he's just heading right in.
Okay. And what you walk into is, there's that first little entryway, but as you're able to get into the opening and the open chamber, you do see the entire population was evacuated, and there were no casualties in Goodmead. And Olivessa, she approaches you and she says, "Well, thank goodness, you survived. And
The dragon is dead.
good. We." Information on that, but first let me catch you up to speed with the hello, you got me? Am I here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you kind of blinked for a bit.
Okay. I do have information and revelations that you need to know, but for the time being, let me catch you up to the state of the town. I was able to successfully evacuate everyone. I was not able to put up the barrier much larger than the mead hall, but I was able to get everybody in before I threw up the barrier.
What a good pause, by the way.
She threw up.
That too.
And which leads me to the next revelation that I have for you. I'm not who I've said I am. I've been seeking refuge under this guise, but it is time, given the nature of the state of the 10 towns, that you know my secret.
Okay.
And she does unveil her true visage. So I'm gonna show you this, but you're not actually gonna see all of it. But my name is, ignore the kobolds.
My name is
but-
Ignore the Kobolds?
But
Wow.
no, but she says my name is Valen Harpel.
Oh fuck.
I am a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. I have been in hiding here in Goodmead for some time now. But recently, I lost a family heirloom that I think we need to gather if we're going to take down Elril.
The fucking Harpels are in this shit too. God damn it.
We'll take whatever we can get at this point, man.
I don't think we're there at this point.
No, I'm saying this to you.
Oh, okay. No. It's just the Harpels are like fucking. That's a Forgotten Realms mainstay, man. They cause all kinds of trouble in the fucking Driftbooks.
65% of what she said has gone in one ear out the other as Big Feller's just been doing that Breaking Bad thing that she's been talking, droning as he's just staring off in the distance. He's just gonna kind of, like a minute after she's done talking, he's just gonna slowly nod his head and says, "Yeah, that sounds right. The others will be here in a few hours." He's gonna turn around towards the doors and say, "Well, we need to get to rebuilding. I'm gonna get started." He's just gonna lumber away, pun intended, because he's about to go start felling some trees. Chop one down, drag it over to where it can be worked, go back for another tree.
There has to be like some fucking. You gotta be
He's
exhausting yourself by now, dog.
Oh yeah, no. Over the course of the next, I don't care how long, he's basically going to incur as much levels of exhaustion as it. Before death, he's not going to literally kill himself, but.
Feller's just like leaning over a log that he was currently taking the bark off of. Dead.
He's not going to go that far, but he is clearly like in a fucking daze right now.
Yeah.
He's just work.
And this is actually what you guys will come upon is he's been at it for about an hour or so, but this is what you stumble on, and just him on the outskirts of town just felling trees.
Okay.
Hey!
We can go and take a nap now.
You guys go take a nap. I'm gonna help him fall some trees.
Really? I mean, okay. I don't know.
I'm not as on the verge of death as you guys are, and I got an axe.
I guess so. Just, I think we all deserve. We just, not only did we just commit regicide and Stormy Castle, but that was all today. I think you need to be kind to yourselves. You need to just take a moment. I mean, I don't know. They didn't build Waterdeep in one day.
Rana just very loudly goes, "Ah, whoa."
Y'all can go take a nap. I'll work a little bit. I won't work all night, and I'll drag Big Feller to sleep eventually.
Okay. Just please.
You know the Breaking Bad thing he was doing earlier? Instead of 65% of it going in one ear and out the other, 100%. He has not in the slightest reacted to any stimuli. He is working and has not registered the party's presence at all.
I just like hand you a whole ass tree. You just take it and keep
He
working.
automatically just takes
I was
it,
gonna
hauls
say,
it, keeps working.
Like, oh, it's
Zana's-
tree. I guess I fell that earlier and whatever. Let's go.
Zana's gonna reach down from the sled and ball up some snow and just nail Big Fella in the back of the head with it to try to like snap him out of it for a second.
He's still unresponsive. I think
Just
though,
feeling-
fucking Chumbawamba, whatever way it was, Wamba, will
Yep.
probably return fire on his behalf. But
Just look at him and be like, "Hey, don't let him kill himself."
I got it.
the big fella is. The lights are on. No one's home.
Spooky kind of looks at Zana and she's like, "Let's go inside. It's probably warm with the bees and stuff."
Yeah.
Are you okay? You sort
Not-
of.
Not really. Turns out people don't like getting hit by lightning bolts.
I understand.
Uh,
I think you did a very brave thing whenever you did that. So I mean, thank you.
yeah.
I'm very sad about everything that happened, but I think I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't think I need to check in with my family, but I think that Lonelywood is okay. So, you know, if it weren't for every one of you helping me, I don't think that would have been true. So, thank you for saving my family.
Yeah.
Spooky is going to help Zana into the meat house so they can just take a fucking break.
Yeah. Zana's gonna go find a bed, and hopefully a doctor.
Would be good.
Okay.
Do you have any medicine for punctured lungs?
Yeah. So as you guys
for the
do
big
make it in,
alleys.
you do see Valin Harpel is in her true visage. So you just see this strange lady that you've never seen, kind of tending to the entire population of the town.
Oh god, you're not one of the Levistus people, are you?
No, that's a different sect of my organization. I assure you, I mean you no harm.
You're one of the
I-
people. You're one of the people from
you-
Luskin.
Of sorts.
Mm.
I'm a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, yes.
Luskin. Okay, perfect. As long as you're helping and not causing any trouble, you can do whatever you want. Just, I don't know. These people are beekeepers. They're not wizards. So just, I don't know. Go easy on them with all the news or whatever.
And I do know enough of you. I was under the guise of Olivessa.
Oh.
So yes, I've been here. I understand their blight, but at this time, it's imperative that you all, once you've rested and we've significantly rebuilt, know what I know and the next steps into ending this everlasting winter.
I was just about to ask you if it had anything to do with the winter, because if it does not, I don't think we can handle it right now.
Yes. But first things first is we all need to regroup. We all need to rest and provide a stable enough foundation in this town for the people to get to some resemblance of normalcy.
At least get them some lean toes. Alright, thank you. We're going to go.
I was gonna say, as Zana's limping up the stairs to go find a bed, he's like, "I'm pretty sure this is all that Red Mage's fault somehow." He's just like to himself, like,
The dragon? I don't know. It seems like something the Dwergara were getting ready for quite some time.
I don't know how, but
Psst, also, we know that Levistus, it basically conned them into it, or whatever.
It was,
devil.
I believe that was
Some devil.
Asmodeus, actually.
One of them.
Yeah.
The
So-
the Levistus cult was like, they did have a bit of Chardlin on them, but I don't know if that's related.
So it's not relevant anymore, so I'll tell you. Because it's a really cool plot thing, but you really won't have any way of finding out now. So Asmodeus was pulling the string on the Dwergar to basically declare... originally it was fully intended to exterminate the remainders of the cult of Levestus. So it was just a straight up war between Asmodeus and Levestus.
Oh, like gods be damned, everyone else, I guess.
Yep.
Fucking Baitor, dude. The Patizi were fucking douchebags. Well, that's interesting. I mean, it's cool.
I mean, all that matters is that the Dwergar were tricked, and Dragon destroyed a lot of town, and while we're all fucking pissed,
Yeah, we'll have to. At some point, we're gonna have to. If we're down to 9 towns, something tells me this is mostly a Tyler thing because Tyler loves Dwergar. One of my favorite races. But if there's like a radical faction that took over, maybe we can go and talk to them and be like, "Hey, if y'all behave, you want to help rebuild 10 towns." I'm just throwing that out as a possibility.
As a
Totally
speaker,
radical,
and
dude.
I don't know that Big Fella would be behind that or not.
Well, he's not the only speaker, so. Anyway, Spooky's gonna go up with Zana and find somewhere to just kind of plop down and pet her cat.
Okay. All right. So you all are able to take your rest.
Haha. No.
Well,
No.
okay. All of you that are trying to rest can take a rest.
When everyone's going in, like when Pestilence is like, "Hey, come on now," he'll go into the meat hall, eat, and then everyone passes out except for him, and then he goes back out into the fucking woods. Chop, chop, chop. All goddamn night.
I will take that long rest. Thank you, DM.
I won't. I'll take
Yeah.
it as
Yeah.
level of
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
everybody except for Big Feller, because I'll try, but like, you know, Big Feller is big.
and shook.
Yeah, and I can't like tie him down or anything.
You don't have to sleep to get the blessing in the morning, Lord.
yeah. So the rest of you, when you awaken the next day, still kind of. I mean, you feel better, like you guys are good, but you're still kind of not quite as shook as Big Feller, but it definitely took its toll, and you guys are still kind of beat up, bruised, but you're fine.
There's probably an entire house's worth of chopped lumber outside now.
And when you come out to the mead hall, they're still, because they still don't have shelters yet. Everybody just kind of stayed there. So the various members of town have set up. They're serving food, kind of like soup kitchen style. Like they're serving. They got volunteers. It's a fairly well-oiled machine as far as taking care of the displaced. And you see Valen Harpel approach you, and she says, "We should talk about what I know. I wish that Big Feller would be open to hear this, but he has his matters to attend to, and I understand that.
He's a
His
very
choices.
He's a very forceful personality. Just give him some time.
We'll catch him up later.
So, I need your help to help find an ancient city buried under the ice. The city, known as Ythren, is the lost fragment of an empire called Netheril.
Oh, again with all of this Netherese stuff.
Yeah,
Those
more.
wizards created many of the magic items we find scattered across the world today. It holds magic beyond our wildest dreams, and I believe there is something there that can end this winter.
And
You
I-
know, and all the
Little
dragon
mini
shit,
sign we tried
I forgot about how fucking cold it was for one day.
So, and the reason that I do know of this is I came across an heirloom of sorts, and we didn't know what it was for quite some time. But it did activate, and it turns out that it was a Professor Orb, known by the name of Professor Scant. The orb was a family heirloom, and it was recently stolen by a former colleague of mine named Nas Lantomir, another member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Wait, is this a sentient orb, like a globe or something?
in a sort, yes. So Professor Orbs, they are technically constructs and magical items, but they maintain sentience, but their scope is limited to fields of expertise. This particular one of its fields of expertise is the city of Ythrin, which is how us, the members of the Arcane Brotherhood, have learned of its existence.
How incredibly convenient.
Um, Another thing that it informed us of is the Codicil of White, which is
Bless you.
the Codicil of White is what Nass is after. If we find Nass, we will find Professor Scant, and hopefully the Codicil of White.
And what is that exactly?
It is written and guarded by Auriel's followers. The Codicil of White is rumored to contain a spell or a ritual that can carve passage through the Ragged Glacier, under which the lost city Ythrin is buried. Divination magic has revealed that the book is being held in a frost giant fortress on a mist-shrouded island in the Sea of Moving Ice.
I believe she misspoke. It seems to be the Reggae Glacier.
Oh, god damn it!
Spooky.
You almost got me. Like I'm like reading so much block text that when you're like, I was like, oh, sorry, fuck you.
Might want to sing it note for note.
Stop it.
Don't worry.
Anyway, so Spooky kind of like looks a little dumbfounded, and she's like, "So your former companion is trying to tunnel his way into the city that we are trying to get to. That will help us get rid of all the endless winter stuff."
Almost. My former colleague has made its way to the island on the Sea of Moving Ice to get the Codicil of White, which has the ritual to get into the passage in the glacier to get to the Netherese city.
I see. So why don't we let him just do it?
What is it?
Why don't we let him find this and tunnel away into the city? We can just follow him afterwards. That sounds like less work and less risk for us.
Nass she's been missing for some time. I feel that if she was successful, she would have made her way there by now.
Oh boy, it's just
What happens?
Go ahead.
What happens to her is of no consequence to me. She stole my Professor Orb, and we were never on great terms anyway. My interest is in the orb, and ultimately ending this never-ending winter. If she lives, she lives. If she dies, she dies.
Pretty cold-hearted of you.
Oh yes, your compassion is truly awe-inspiring. Okay. That's all. We just have to find a way to break into a. You said frost giant stronghold. Find ourselves a fancy magic book, and then make our way into a lost Netherese city. Is that all? Oh, no problem. I'm sure you will be helping us a lot with this, right? Since it's your idea.
Yes, I will be assisting you and traveling with you as much as I can.
All right.
Hey, look, our path takes us through Tyler's favorite city on the map.
God damn it. I don't suppose that you will be willing to. I don't suppose you'll be willing to let Big Feller sort of work himself out over here, kind of get through his emotions. I don't want to do this without him. I don't think he would want us to do it without him.
I think that there is some rebuilding to be done all around, so I wouldn't say the winter isn't going away anytime soon. As long as we can maintain and it's not in any immediate harm, we should rebuild and then discuss the next step.
Okay. Okay, I think that makes sense. Pestilence, Zana, is this okay with you?
Yep, fine with me.
Yeah, it's about as good as it's gonna get right now.
All right, and I think we will call it there. Let me look at something. Okay. And go ahead and take level 7 going into next session.
Hot diggity shit.
Hey,
But yeah. So there is going to. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. Like I said, we are going to take this. Like, there's going to be a little bit of a time skip within a couple weeks, kind of doing the rebuilding. We can kind of play some of that out at the beginning of next week. But if you don't, I mean, if not, we just kind of keep in mind what you're doing in this time period during the rebuilding of the 10 towns or good meat or whatever. But that's kind of where we'll pick up next time is either during or at the end of that little time skip.
Okay, sick. I can deal with that.
But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here because I need to take the dog out and then get him to bed.
Got you.
it's puppy potty break time.
You
I'm
know,
surprised this is the first one.
Desiree took him out a couple times, so she was nice enough. Yeah. But I will see you all later.
Sure,
Good
dude.
session.
Yeah,
Have
thank you.
fun.
Thank you for DMing.
Yeah, good night, man.
Yep. See you.
Peace out.
Pestilence gets advantage on initiative rolls now.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do it before we go into the next session.
Yeah, I
Um,
need to actually, now that I think about it, I should do this before I forget.
Yeah.
100% I will forget.
At 7th level, your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls. Additionally, if you were surprised at the beginning of combat and aren't incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn, but only if you enter your rage before doing anything else on that turn.
Dude, I'm just upset that we still haven't unveiled my dark secret.
I'm convinced at this point that Josh didn't take one somehow.
Isaac told me he knows where it's gonna be, but apparently it's pretty late. So
That's fine. We kind of got a lot of them out of the gate. Like fucking Spookies was like
Yeah.
almost like session 2. So
I can't wait. It's so good.
there's also
The
We get
lore,
there,
the
he's
deep
like-
lore is just insane.
We get to his secret, and it's just that he's a human in a turtle costume.
we also get instinctive pounce, which whenever you enter rage, you can move up to half your speed.
28 plus my con modifier.
Oh, and also do your hit die. Let's do what you got. That's less than ideal, but still. Pestilence now has 81.
Oh!
Oh shit. We really need to talk about maybe for before the next campaign we do, maybe instituting the if you roll less than half, you can just take half. I don't know.
I'm at 58 health. So
That's
it's
not-
not the worst.
That's not
thing.
terrible. Pestilence is at 81. Let's see where Spooky's gonna end up because
I'm
Spooky
gonna get
has.
it 7. Nothing. I get a 4th level spell.
Well, that's big. It's one of your spell casting leaps. That's a big deal.
Yeah, let's go look at 4th level spells. So I can take Blight, Charm Monster.
Oh shit! Nice roll. I'll take it. Spooky is at 44. 54. And I also get my 4th level spells. I believe that's what my level is. I also get Enchant Broom. At 7th level, you've learned the secret ritual required to make a witch's broom, the flying conveyance of any true witch. You can undertake an hour-long ritual that prepares one broom, or with your DM's permission, any sufficiently broom-like object to become your witch's broom. After the ritual is complete, the broom counts as a broom of flying, and you can choose the command word needed to activate it. This broom responds only to your use of its command word, and will refuse to move if anyone else tries to ride it while you are not already on it. The broom is still able to move without an unoccupied as normal, however. If you perform this ritual on a second broom, you have already made the witch's broom benefiting from this feature. The first witch's broom returns to its initial mundane state, and the new broom becomes your new witch's broom.
Okay, wait. So, if I take Polymorph, so what is at a level 7 challenge rating?
Is it equal to your level, really?
Yes.
I mean, let's look at
That's
CR7.
why I'm going to
CR7 beasts. Like, yeah, let's.
Mind flayers, drow.
No, it has to be a beast. It has to be a beast.
All right, CR7 beast.
So I mean, let's no, not the D&D wiki. Fuck the D&D wiki. God, I hate that website is so high up in the
A giant ape.
You could be a giant ape.
An oni.
Well, that is
young
a
black dragon.
Oni
Young
is
copper dragon.
I don't think you can turn into dragons. I think dragons are not beasts.
We can find out.
Which, now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that oh shit, that Mark transformed into an ancient dragon during the final attack, the final fight with Cyric. I probably shouldn't have let him do that, but alas. Is 5e tools just down right now? I think it is. We're on the mirror.
I'm gonna head out for the night.
All right, good night, sweetie.
As shall
Yeah,
I.
Have a good night.
All right, good night, you too, bud.
Good night, fellas. Good playing with you.
Yeah,
See you
of course.
next week.
Always good.
Taking.
So let's see. So 5e tools has a mirror that's up, so that's good. And let's do CR7 beasts. Looks like giant ape is the one.
Sick.
Become monk.
Oh, dude.
I get
Oh no.
I get a 4th level spell now, so that's nice. Let's see. I get 1. I get the 1. Oh, I get
Yeah.
I haven't taken another 3rd level spell that I need to do as well, but let's see. Arcane Eye, Banishment, Charm Monster, Compulsion, Confusion, Conjure Minor Elementals, Conjure Woodland Beings, that's cute. Control Water, Deconstruct, Dominate Beast, Fabricate, Freedom of Movement, Galder's Speedy Courier, Giant Insect, Grasping Bind, Guardian of Nature, Ice Storm, Locate Creature, Polymorph, Share Pain, and Stone Shape. I like Share Pain for
We
spooky.
can take Ice Storm.
I do have a spell scroll of Ice Storm, but that's only
Well, the
good for...
question becomes, how good is Ice Storm in a world that's literally covered in ice?
That's kind of the thing, right? Yeah, that is a... I can also take Divination and Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound. Ooh, what Divination do? Your magic and offering put you in contact with a god or a god's servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply, maybe a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, blah, 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 blah. As much as that's not a super great, like, you know, combat spell, I'm going to take it for flavor.
Oh my gosh.
Especially because we're coming into contact with, like, Auril being the reason why this endless winter is happening, so maybe we could, like, talk to Auril's servants or something at some point.
I might
maybe.
just take Blight.
Blight's a great spell.
It looks pretty good.
No, Blight's great. Third level spells is where, like, the real big power hump happens, because that's where you get Lightning Bolt, where you get Fireball, where you get Call Lightning. But there's some solid stuff in 4th level. It's a very strange spell level. It's kind of like 2nd. But it's cool.
Yeah, well, I couldn't take Fireball, or you know I would have.
Yeah, they restrict that one a lot for a reason.
Did I tell you that that's one of the things I got the most upset about with the D&D set, was they didn't put hecking Fireball in it?
What? Like in the SRD?
There's-
Oh, you mean like the cards?
Yeah, the Magic
Okay.
set.
Yeah, I forget that magic exists sometimes. That's kind of, well, wouldn't that be there has to have been a magic card called Fireball before, right? Wouldn't that
There is.
Okay, oh, so you're saying it's bullshit they didn't reprint it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, that is kind of bullshit, actually. I agree with you.
It's like, what the hell?
Is it like, you know, maybe bad for balance? Is it like an old kind of not as good?
Well, I think it's X and a red, and you can pay any number for X, and you deal X damage split between any number of targets. But for each extra target, you have to pay one more.
That sounds future-proof.
I mean, it's old, and it's an oldie but a goodie for sure.
Yeah, that sounds future-proof. I know that, like, power creep is a thing, but, like, I've always felt that Magic has been pretty good about power creep, right? I don't really follow it
Well,
as much as I used
sometimes,
to.
yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Well, cool. This is a fucking successful session if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, we did kill a dragon and blow up a town in the...
And I didn't lose my little orc boy. I'm glad that Isaac gave that back to me because, like, he chucked a spear and then I would have lost him forever.
Yeah,
After I had my little, like, sad thing, a little like soliloquy about my boy. It's like I don't know if I don't really like Oni very much. I think he's kind of a dick, but I remember he had that Final Fantasy VII animation where it's like they fight Ruby Weapon and it's like, we'll show him, and then he throws his like Buster Sword and it goes like 5 feet in front of him, doesn't even reach the Ruby Weapon, and it just kind of like crumbles on the ground and all the materia spills out.
Yeah.
Okay, Nixonman is level 7.
Alright, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get going.
I'm also gonna dip, but I think the stream did not run into any issues, so I don't have
That's
to.
nice.
Yeah, it's fucking great to have a actual. I got a new I got a wireless card for this computer, so like it actually picks up shit now.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, for real. All right, man.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, dude.